I'm in the Netherlands. Yes, I'm back. I just came for a quick holiday visit and I will be back in the Gambia very soon. Today I want to speak about some differences between the Gambia and the Netherlands because I just returned and I see things through a fresh eye right now so I can make some comparisons. And when you come back home after months of being away, you appreciate things more. You can be more of a foreigner in your own country. So let's get into it. There's a few things I saw that's different. The first thing you notice is the infrastructure. As soon as you go and you land with the plane, you can already see Amsterdam from above. You will see all the lights, you will see all the highways. That's a big one because in Gambia, you don't have those big highways like that. You don't have so much lighting as in the Netherlands. So it's like, wow, look at this. I'm back. When I look at the infrastructure, there's a lot of high buildings compared to Gambia in the Netherlands. You have a lot of flats and apartments. They go and build very high. And I personally don't really like that. I love it when we all have our own compound just on the floor, close to the ground, close to the earth. So I hope that Gambia keeps it that way and that it doesn't gonna be more up, up, up. It's also more gray in the Netherlands. There's more like neutral tones to the buildings. Like if you look behind me, you see like a little bit reddish brown. You see some gray. You see hair brown. There's a lot of neutral and darker tones. And if you go abroad, you have a lot of yellow and orange and pink and red and blue in the roofs. And that's so beautiful. It makes life more vibrant. So let's talk about the weather. When I came back in Holland, the weather was cold. It was the middle of winter. So that means cold air. It means it's very dark, not a lot of sun during the day. It means snow. It doesn't always mean snow, but this year we had some snow. And I'm very grateful for that because if you have grown up here, you know that there were very snowy days back in the days. But these last 10 years, there hasn't been much snow. So it's just like wet, rainy, cold, dark. And the snow is what makes winter magical. Obviously, in Gambia, you don't have snow, so that's a big difference. Another thing is the air. Because it's colder, it's more breathable. So there's like a breath of fresh air, literally. And when you're in hot countries, sometimes it can be a little bit less breathable. And you're like, you miss that. You miss those trees with the green leaves and the wind blowing through them. You miss some fresh air. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to put a like, put a comment. It's all very appreciated. I'm looking at some animals right now. Obviously, the animals are different. I'm looking at some birds. Holland is a very bird-like country. Gambia is even more bird-like. But I feel like when I think of Holland and you say, oh, what kind of animals do you see outside? I would say definitely birds. Reiger, I don't know the name in English. A lot of doves. You will see those, I don't know what they call, but they look like crows, but the smaller ones. You will see a lot of ducks. Kleine musjes, meerkoet, meeuwen, ganzen. You will also see obviously some cows in the field. And when I look at the land animals in Gambia, you will see a lot of wild cows, wild dogs, donkeys, some horses, chicken roaming free. You will see goats. It's more bigger animals. In Holland, if you see a dog on the street, they are not wild dogs. Someone is walking them on a leash. They own them. You will not see just a cow walking here. They will just only be on the fields where the farmers are. So that's a difference. When I look at how everything is placed, like the buildings and stuff, it's more strategic, but in a different strategic way than in Gambia. I think in Holland, they try to build a lot of houses together, like a woonwijk, like a rural living area. And then the stores, they will also put them together close to the houses but not inside the compounds. In Gambia they do it a lot of the times. Inside the compound is the store, or on the first floor is the store, and then around that, above that, there is the houses. And we do have it like that sometimes in the Netherlands, but a lot of the times here they build just malls or just small mini places where just a lot of stores are together so that you're not disturbed by the things that happen in the store. In Gambia, if you live next to a bakery and the bakery has a generator, that will keep you up at night. But in Holland, the bakery will not be so close to your house that it will keep you up at night, usually. I am speaking about Amsterdam, though, which is a very big city, like the capital city. Obviously, if you would go to like those smaller villages, it will be different, but I'm talking about the bigger cities right now. When you look at the clothing, it's also different. It's less colorful here, it's less vibrant here. I would say in Gambia, the women wear a lot of skirts and dresses more than the women here in the Netherlands. We wear more pants over here. Also, less color, like more, like I said, like gray, like black, dark brown, dark blue. In Gambia, you see yellow and red and pink and light blue and purple. And it's just, maybe it has to do something with the weather, but I also think it has just something to do with the culture. And it's just more vibrant and more alive. What else can I say about the clothes? Well, obviously, our clothes are more thick because we have to survive through different climates. And I would say the weather in Gambia is very stable compared to the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, you never know if it's going to rain and you don't know how much sun there's going to be. You don't know if it's going to be cold or hot. So we wear more strategic, we wear more like with layers. And when we buy something like a jacket, we try to buy it so that we can go with it through like spring, but it can also be fit for like autumn. We also have to wear an umbrella a lot of the times or something like a hood for when it starts raining, that you don't go to, I don't know, school or work and be like soaking wet. When I'm in Gambia, I just wear the same things almost every day. I can wear the same things. The temperature stays quite the same. You do have rainy season, but the rainy season is very structured compared to the Netherlands. You know, okay, in summer it's raining season, but here it can still rain in summer, it can still rain in winter, it can still rain in autumn, it can still rain in spring. So you just never know. I feel also like we pack more bags around here in Holland. We always have our bags with us with stuff inside, and when I'm in Gambia, I don't really see people carry too much bags. A lot of the times Gambians don't even carry keys to their home because their homes are always filled with people. So you will not stand in front of a closed door most of the time because there's always a door open or somebody home in the compound. But with us, you need to carry keys because you live maybe with, I don't know, three people in your house or four or sometimes two. So, and they all go to work and to school. So you need to have your own key. Otherwise, you will not enter your own home. We carry our keys and I don't know, like stuff that's not even necessary. Maybe I should do like a what's in my bag video, and do it what I carry in Holland and then do it what I carry in Gambia because it's a little bit different. All right, got a new idea. What else can I say? Well, I'm looking at the water right now, and there's people who have boats here in front of their homes. I don't think they really have that in Gambia, boats in front of their homes. So that's kind of a cool thing. Another cool thing is I see the wiring, like the electric wiring, and it's like a big one because it's for this whole city, this whole village area. And in a lot of hot countries, just countries in other parts of the world, you will see the wiring go from the house to the other house to the other house because it's connected like that. But here, I don't know how they do it, but they just put like one big one that supplies everything for everyone, and it makes everything look more aesthetic because the wiring, it looks chaotic, you know? So it's more aesthetic. The connection is also better. I think here in the Netherlands, how many times I have power cuts is maybe like once a year. And in Gambia, it's like at least once a day. We don't really have compounds here though. Like we do have compounds, but not as much as in Gambia. So what I see as a compound is like a piece of land that has a gate surrounding it. Like it has some land covered. Like this is yours. And in Holland we do have gardens, but it's not a compound. It's not a full gated thing that covers our house usually. It's just the house, and then you have the garden in front or in the back, and like that's it. And then next to you, like you see, is already the second house. So this red rooftop is one house, and then the one next to it is another house. I don't think you can consider this a compound. Okay, so let's talk about the people real quick. The people are also different. So when I'm in the Netherlands, I feel everybody is minding their business more. It can be a good thing, can also be a little bit lonely, and sometimes a little bit like, why aren't you helping me? Because sometimes you need help with things, but also then people just mind their business. And I feel like it is because we have grown a little bit apart from our family. We have grown a little bit more insecure, a little bit less connected to our roots, connected to the source, connected to other people. We get a little bit socially awkward. And also, there's a little bit less love for each other, I would say, because if you love other people like you love yourself, you would always be helping them and be in contact with them. But those values, we lost it a little bit. And in African countries in the Gambia, they do have those values. So they do have that your neighbor is your family, a stranger is your family. Like they love other people like they love their own. So they naturally are interested, naturally help you, speak to you if they don't know you, and it just makes for a beautiful community. So when I'm in Holland, I can like walk in the store and nobody says hi. Like I can walk here on this path and nobody says hi to me, and it's not weird. Like people are not finding it weird. It's just like how it goes. But if I'm in Gambia and I just walk past, it can be very rude. Sometimes if you don't greet people. So I would say Dutch people are more closed off and more reserved, and I feel like in Gambia they are more open, more socially communicative. But then, very interesting, there is a switch, because if you do speak to Dutch people, then I feel like they are a little bit more out there. They're more harsh with their words and more direct. And if you speak to a Gambian, they are a little bit more shy and more humble in their communication. So it's like a contrast like that. Maybe I should make another video about that as well. And then there's also difference between the men and the women, because I feel like in Gambia the women are more shy than the men as well. And in Holland, I would say it's about the same, like equal. Let me take you on a little walk. Why not? So we can look a little bit at the nature. So here's the water, as you can see. And here are the houses, and people can have their boats right there. This is a nature area. I'm gonna walk on this path to avoid the bikes. Oh yeah, obviously you have a lot of bikes here in Holland. People love biking. That's like their main transport next to a car. And in Gambia, I would say a lot of people are walking and or taking like taxi or buses. And here, a lot of bikes, also a lot of people who take public transport. We have here, obviously, the metro, we have trams, we have buses, and we have some boats, like some ferries, especially in Amsterdam, some ferries that go from the north side to the city center. Mm, you see people as well on those electric things a lot of the times, like electric scooters, electric bikes is really hot right now. I would say that's it with the transport. I love being back in Holland, but only because I don't have to be here 24/7. If I would have to be here 24/7, I would still be happy because I'm a happy person, but I know that there's better places for me out there. But now that I'm not here 24/7, it's very nice to be back, to appreciate the things that are unique about this, to appreciate being with my family, to appreciate even this colder weather and like this breathability. And sometimes I also low key find it nice that people mind their business, like that I can walk somewhere and nobody looks at me or speaks to me. I'm trying to make more videos for you. Try to keep it more short and sweet. Like I'm filming on my phone right now just because the editing is a bit easier, and I hope that you still love these type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next one. Stay high. Bye.